What if time became our currency? Have you ever imagined living in a world where money no longer exists? Where instead of paying with cash, gold, or digital wallets, every transaction is made with your own lifetime? Welcome to a reality where time itself becomes the only currency. Before we explore this mind-bending world, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell. That way, you won't miss more crazy what-if scenarios about science, society, and the future. Let's dive in together. In today's world, money defines power, survival, and opportunity. But if time became our currency, the stakes would be much higher. Every purchase would literally shorten your life. Imagine going to the store to buy groceries. Instead of handing over cash, you give away hours, days, or even years of your life. The richer you live, the shorter your existence becomes. At first glance, this system might seem fair. Everyone starts with the same 24 hours a day. No one is born rich or poor in money only in time, but society quickly finds loopholes. Some people would find ways to earn more time through work or trade. Others would waste their precious hours, falling into debt that could cost them their very lives. Jobs would no longer be about salaries or wages. Instead, you'd be paid with extra years added to your lifespan. The more important your job, the longer you live. Doctors, engineers, and scientists could earn decades of bonus time. Meanwhile, low-paying jobs might barely give enough hours to survive. Social inequality would still exist, but now it's measured in life itself. Banks wouldn't store money anymore, they'd store time. Imagine having an account showing not dollars, but how many years you have left. A wealthy individual might have centuries banked, while others live day to day with only hours left. Loans would become terrifying. Borrowing time means shortening your future, hoping you can earn it back before your balance hits zero, fail, and your life simply ends. Governments would also change the way they tax citizens. Instead of money, they'd take years of your life. Paying taxes would literally mean dying earlier. Crime would take on new meaning. Thieves wouldn't steal money, they'd steal your lifetime. Imagine a world where time hackers drain years from victims with just a touch. Technology might evolve to track every second. A glowing clock embedded in your skin could show how much life you have left. The rich flaunt thousands of years, while the poor nervously count down their final hours. Relationships would change too. Love and marriage could become negotiations of time sharing. Would you give up years of your life so your partner could live longer? Parents might sacrifice their own lifespan to add time to their children. Family bonds would take on unimaginable depth, as love becomes measured in literal years. But greed and corruption would thrive. The powerful might hoard time endlessly, living for centuries. The poor could be forced to sell decades of life just to survive another day. Entire economies would revolve around trading lifespans. Businesses could offer luxury products for massive chunks of your life. Every decision becomes a gamble between comfort and survival. Would you buy a mansion if it cost 50 years of your life? Or would you choose to live simply and enjoy more time with loved ones? Every choice now carries a deadly consequence. The value of time would fluctuate like money today. Inflation could mean your years are worth less over time. Suddenly, what once cost hours now costs entire months of your lifespan. Healthcare would become the most valuable service. Doctors could literally extend your balance, giving you more years to live. Medical breakthroughs would mean more than just survival, they'd be the new gold rush. But imagine the darker side. Governments might control how much time people are allowed to have. Population control could mean capping lifespans to keep society balanced. Wars would no longer be fought for land or oil, but for time reserves. Nations might raid each other's life banks, stealing centuries of existence. The concept of retirement would vanish. No one would dare stop working because work is the only way to earn more life. The moment you stop, the countdown to your death accelerates. Philosophy and religion would also change. The meaning of life would be tied directly to how much time you own. Faiths might preach the importance of generosity by sharing time with others. Crime syndicates could rise, trading black market time illegally. The poor might sell years in desperation, fueling underground empires. Society's underbelly would thrive in chaos. But in this world, would people live more carefully? Every cigarette, every unhealthy meal could cost you precious hours. Maybe humanity would finally respect their time, man their health. art, music, and literature might become more cherished. If every second counts, people might dedicate their lives only to what truly matters. Creativity could flourish under the weight of mortality. Education would shift too. Students might trade years for knowledge, gambling their future for wisdom. But knowledge could also help them earn decades back. The gap between rich and poor would widen drastically. The wealthy elite could live for centuries, creating dynasties that never die. The poor might struggle to survive past 30. Imagine the psychological toll. Every second ticking away would remind you of your mortality. Anxiety and fear would define daily life as death becomes an ever-present shadow. Yet, maybe it would also inspire greatness. Knowing that every choice costs life might push humanity to achieve more in less time. Innovation could skyrocket. Perhaps the opposite would happen. Desperation and inequality could tear society apart. Humanity might collapse under the pressure of time as currency. The biggest question is, would this system make life more meaningful or more terrifying? Would we cherish every moment or live in constant dread of losing it? If time became our currency, humanity would never be the same. Money could be replaced, but time is something we can never earn back once it's gone. Life itself would become the ultimate economy. So, what do you think? Would a world where time is money make people wiser or destroy civilization? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget, if you love exploring wild what-if scenarios like this, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Time is precious, so spend a little with us for more amazing videos. We'll see you in the next one.